kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life feels lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the the Western States Racing League at Iowa Speedway. Let's gear up for a night of high-speed excitement and thrilling action as the Western States League takes on the iconic Iowa Speedway. I'm Mike Timoni, up in the booth. Joined with me is returning commentator here, Sam Frazier. Sam, man, how's it going?
Going good. It's been like a really long time since I've commentated this league, especially with you. So I'm kind of excited to be back, honestly.
Yeah, it's been a while since we got together here, but the drivers are working through week number 8 at Iowa here. Last week we saw Christian Bishop lead the most laps and bring home the victory. Chad Simpson in second with Matthew Opplinger in third. And Chad Simpson was able to take the points lead a little bit further. He's 7 points up on Justin Michael with Lyle Swearingen back there in third. But with that being said, the drivers are out on track and qualifying is underway. See if we can get some drivers out here. Catch up with Michael Melfeld Jr. Completed his lap, a 23:12 right there. Like Andrew Schultz is finishing his up as well.
Oh. Richie Was he just coming off a run and just parking it, or he had a little incident there?
Looked like he was. Like he's already completed his laps. He's out there just making more runs here. Uplander here.
I would too.
23:38.
Fast. Not too fast, but whoa. I don't think that's supposed to happen.
No, definitely not. As the Tito's Vodka number 11 Chevy of Dennis Busan completes his second lap here. See if he can go a little bit faster than his first. (23:38) his fastest time. Dr. Dabber 42 Toyota out on track, halfway through his first hot lap here.
I remember when this show used to be mined so much that I used to like create rivalries between these drivers that had absolutely no rivalry between them. It's just because they would always like fight each other on track. Like the 42 and 11, the Fuson would just always be fighting on track.
Yeah, we've seen that several times. It's some of these guys, I mean, it's competitive field no matter where they run. And a lot of the drivers seem to find themselves right around other drivers. Last week, Spencer Hanneman here in this Ices machine had to avoid several wrecks in front of him. Probably had one of the best accident avoidance drives we've seen.
Wow.
I just, like, he should have been caught up in almost all of them, and just somehow the cars just moved out of the way. Second time by for him is a 23:77.
By the way, for those of you that are able to comment, comment down below who you're cheering for. We'd like to hear from you. I do have eyes on the YouTube chat.
Who else is out here who hasn't made a qualifying? Looks like Ryan Steele just starting his outlap.
That number 12 Fire Emblem. This still remains the only Nintendo race car paint scheme that I've seen in like all the years I've been sim racing, which is like almost 15 years now. Oh my gosh. Whoa, I'm getting old.
That's what, like half your life?
Yeah. That's scary. Oh no. Yo. Having early midlife crises here on Sim Racing Media. With the Viagra truck coming on screen too. Oh. Mike, this is gonna be one night, ain't it?
Always is. You have vodka, you got Viagra. I don't know. Could be rough. Oh, Wayne Fleet not crossing that line, so he's gonna try again here.
Butch Davis, arguably a favorite here in this series, amongst the fans at least. Arguably.
Yeah, Butch Davis, part of the FBR Motorsports contingent of drivers here.
That paint scheme is very clean. Mobile 198. I like how on the race monitor there's Rob Hayes, who's a Canadian, and then it's just all American flags. You get down to Barry Phil, who hasn't set a time yet. This Wayne Fleet is also from Canada. Whoops.
Barry Phil, 23:65. We'll see if Wayne Fleet can go any faster here. 23:71. What's a little bit concerning, looking at the scoring board here, is Justin Michael. Looks like he started his run, and he is not going to be able to put a qualifying time down, I don't believe. As yeah, it looks like he's over his 1 lap, so it's going to be a little rough for him to get any times here.
Brian Barnes, NASCAR Hall of Fame. No, it's crazy, Mike.
Oh.
I spent also half my life basically at Charlotte Motor Speedway in the area and like surrounding short tracks and dirt tracks, but I've actually never been to the NASCAR Hall of Fame. I don't know if that's a flex or
I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cool to go to.
it would be, but I don't know why I just never went. Whoa, Brian Barnes, a little wiggle right there.
Brian Barnes running a little different number than we're used to seeing out on track. Has that 21 Toyota instead of the 4.
That's why it threw me off for a few seconds. I had to stop and think. It's been a while. Some of these paint schemes are different. Same number, different paint, different sponsors. FBR Motorsports kind of remains the same, so.
Same paint schemes for everybody. See Lyle Swearingen out there in the code red paint.
What is it with the code red paint schemes lately? It's been a trend in the last few weeks, I've noticed. Like there's been an increasing amount of
A lot of people
code
want to
red
go
paint
back to
schemes.
their younger days. I don't know. Babs in the chat, as always, cheering for the 42 machine. Qualifying is going to wrap up here, so it'll be jumping over to the race session. We got Rob Haynes and James Lehman on the front row. Chris Samard and Butch Davis. That is going to throw me for a loop. The 16 Chevy is the 77 on the screen. Butch Davis, Michael Melfelt Jr., and Justin T. Wilkinson in row 3. Row 4.
JTW.
Yep, JTW. Yeah, Chad Stearns with Lyle Swearingen. In row 4, row 5, Brian Barnes and Chad Simpson. Bob Beltrami with Ryan Steele to his outside make up row 6. Row 7, last week's winner, Christian Bishop. And Kieran.
Kitten Mittens?
What?
The 26. Christian Bishop.
Yeah.
Huh.
Kieran Brugali, Matthew Opplinger, and Andrew Schulte make up row 8. Row 9, Wayne Hutchinson and Charlie Widener. Dennis Fuson and Dan Brazington make up row 10. Rob Gall
like
and
that.
Scott Kukas.
Fujifilm?
Fujifilm, yeah.
Hey,
Fujifilm,
keep going,
and
keep going. I'm just having a revolution in here.
Julian Ricci and Dustin Burns in row 12. Row 13, William D. Kirk and Barry
Force.
Phil. Spencer Hanneman and Wayne Fleet make up 26, 27. Heath Smith and Justin Michael. Justin Michael's going to have a lot to do here when we get rolling. Keith Hovda and Todd Miles. James Campbell is going to be the last driver on the grid, looks like. Carl Burke, William Fletcher, and Chad Stearns all did not.
United Floors, Canada.
Yeah.
The beer store?
Beer store?
I keep forgetting how good these paint schemes are in this league. They need to have a paint scheme championship and just give it to JTW.
So here we go as they get ready to fire off once again.
Hey, we got Babs in the comments. Hey, Babs, good to see you again. It's been a while. Probably the biggest FBR fan there might be.
I'm pretty sure. Always cheering for that number 42 machine. Dr. Dabber.
Dr. Dabber.
Dr. Dabber, and then you have Mountain Dew and STP 43 there.
Mountain Dew.
Like,
there has been a lot of code red paint schemes. I'm telling you.
pace car is in. Hit that Geico restart zone, and Rob Haynes is down on that loud pedal, getting ready to roll. But James Lehman had a better start to the outside. Side by side they go into turn number 1. Ooh,
whoa. Truck going way to the inside, hitting the inside wall. That's the 155 of, who is that? It's been
Michael
a while.
Melfelt Jr.
Michael Milfeld Jr. Well, what a first lap already.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Slides up, gets into JTW. JTW bounces off the outside wall. Man. Oof. Let's see if we can take a different look here.
It's just lap 1 too. Crazy.
Yeah, through the first 2 turns, coming down the backstretch for the first time.
So JTW goes up, bounces off.
They didn't even touch.
Code. That code.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like they touched at all there, but Melfelt Jr. definitely took the brunt of that.
Do they have fast repair in this league? I keep forgetting.
No.
It's hard to keep up nowadays.
They do not.
Yeah, some of them do, some of them don't have any at all. Others have like 3, some have like 2, so it's like it's hard to keep track of which ones have what.
Yeah. And then it also depends on like where they're race at sometimes too, like super speedways. Yeah, you might give them one, but regular less than a mile tracks like Iowa here, they probably take them away usually. So.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. You know, play nice. Play nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Looks like Spencer Hanneman came down pit lane.
Maybe some contact of some sort. They've done a little bit more damage than we can see.
I don't know. It looks like James Campbell came down too.
It's interesting.
I don't know. Justin Michael right now at the tail end of this line here. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe we're going to go single file on this restart. because we didn't make it a lap under green. The light should be going out on the pace truck this time by. On cue.
I'm wondering how this is going to play out with this restart. See if they are going to play nice.
Well, these single file restarts, I think, are, I don't know if it's worse or better, because a lot
It just
of what
depends on the track.
I mean, it seems like a lot of times you just have guys just kind of lagging back just a little bit and then just trying to go to the outside and make as many passes as they can in that outside lane. Come through turn 3 now.
I feel like for a track like this, it's better.
Pace truck is
Pace
in.
car's
Lehman.
in.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah, green flag's out. James Lehman gonna lead them, followed by Rob Haynes, the Canadian, in the 199, and Butch Davis in the 43, and then Chris Samard right behind Davis. The JTW on Samard here. It's not letting him run away too much.
I know there's pretty tight pack here.
Whoa.
Whoa, who was that around?
I don't think it was around, just hit the outside wall. May have been, it could have been either of these three we have on the screen, Davis, Samard, or
Oh, Davis
JTW.
about lost it there.
Davis is loose. It may have been Davis. He does not seem stable on these corner exits. Look how high he is already.
They're riding right up on that wall. Which Davis
Yeah,
did
it
have
just
the
seems like-
fastest time of the race, so.
It does seem like Butch Davis is struggling on the exits. He might be pushing that truck a little too hard.
Looks like
JTW
just
may
tapped it too.
may be doing the same thing.
Back here, Christian Bishop to the inside of Chad Simpson.
You see, some of these guys have been racing with each other for so long that I feel like some of them have adopted each other's driving style over years.
I mean, it's basically been, what, almost 26 years they've been running together, so a
Yeah.
lot of them. So, I mean, that would make sense. Ooh, Bishop gets a little loose there. Back towards the front. JTW almost hit that outside wall. Chris Simard lets him go and stays on the bottom.
On the outside there, JTW. These two are pretty close together. They're not letting one get away.
No, they definitely
JTW want to
are.
let Samard get away. Samar's not going to let JTW get away.
No, back and forth, and then you have Brian Barnes sitting back behind them, trying to be like, nah, I don't know which one I want to follow. He does have.
He's probably just
Swear
going
Engine
to
back there
sit
too.
and wait.
Back, take a look here at Andrew Schulte. He's had a rough couple, basically a rough
Ooh.
start to the season. William Kirk into that
Kirk.
outside wall.
Bounces off of it. Not just light tap either.
Definitely not. As I was saying that the 77 of Spencer Hanneman's been able to show some accident avoidance. Andrew Schulte has been involved in, I'm going to say 80% of the accidents. Not really of his doing, just people around him.
Something happened to Butch Davis. He's falling out of order right now. I think. Did he go into pits? What happened? It must have just been a glitch in the timing.
Oh, yeah. That happens from time to time. James Lehman.
It's rare. Yeah, Lehman and Haynes going at it here at the front. Butch Davis just patiently waiting behind for something to happen. That's what I like about these smaller tracks, is that it's fun to sit and watch people in front of you fight when you're alone. Like, you don't have anybody pressing you from behind, and you know you have the truck to join the battle, but it's more fun early on to just sit back and wait for somebody in front to crash, and you know, you can just cruise on by.
It looks like Justin Michael, Andrew Schulte have found each other out on track. Justin Michael gets loose behind Schulte, gonna fall back with, looks like, Dan Brazenton.
He's already made 13 spots up so far. At 29, he's just struggling. Super loose truck. Justin Michael's out here making this look easy. 15 spots now. We watched them pass that Bass Pro Ranger Boats truck and the 81 Children's Wisconsin truck.
Let's see where else we have some battles on track. Looks like Julian Ricci. There goes the 20. Hollander down to his inside. Looks like he was trying to make a pass here. Gets there, just can't quite do it.
A really quick, Mike, I want to point out something interesting I noticed in this field. We got a Fujifilm's truck, and then we have a how do you say it? Kodiak cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have those two in the field. Forgot what number the Kodiak truck is or who the driver is, but he's out there somewhere. Dark orange Kodiak colors.
I know, I saw it.
I thought the 07 almost just about died right there. Super loose. Wayne Fleet, very aggressive driver. Really fun to watch.
Daryl Scott's hanging with him there.
Todd Miles trying to get in the mix too.
Miles connection.
Got 92. Keith Ho? Dustin Burns, 04. Kodak film.
And Ryan Steele clear in the back.
Fallen 8 positions.
Up front, though, James Lehman has started to drive away. Butch Davis up to second.
Got past Rob Haynes. JTW so right behind all of them. Not too terribly far, but not a little bit, well, I would argue, uncomfortably far, personally.
SWM machine.
JTW. I think they're starting to settle in a little bit. Spread out. It's gonna settle in and just kind of mind their own business now. Some of them are. The others in the back are probably gonna try to make up as many spots as they can until the next pit stop. 97-20, have a little contact there.
I'll say Julian Ricci all over the back bumper there. William Clerk. Justin Michael.
Ricci scraped outside the wall right before the turn. That's gonna hurt his momentum. It was Kirk and Michaels. Well, I thought Michaels was gonna follow Kirk in, but looks like Kirk's gonna. Ricci's not gonna give up that position to Kirk that easy.
Ooh.
Whoa, Michaels!
Wow.
Not clear.
No, it didn't look like Justin Michael was intentionally trying to go up there. It looks like he almost was trying to slow down, and the back end started to slide a little bit and caused him to go up even higher.
I saw the 95 behind Michael's also get loose coming through the coming over to start finish. I think he may have been trying to settle in to prepare for the corner and may have gotten loose. I feel like the outside line is fast on corner exit. It's just it's not stable with everybody's setup.
Yeah, definitely it seems like coming off of the turn when you're up high, you wind up getting a little loose. Ooh, is Ricci hard into the wall again? Charlie Widener had to take evasive action.
Coming into the corners up high, and they're really fast, but you just cannot hold that stability throughout the corners. Widener getting by Ricci not very easily. Ricci putting up a fight for everybody who tries to pass him. Not a very hard one though on Widener.
It looks like Ricci has a damaged truck there as he's losing a little bit of ground. Has pancaked that wall a couple times.
Yeah. Justin Michaels still up 15. Looks like James Lehman's running away, but I'm afraid that he's going to hit a wall at some point and absolutely start crashing. Not literally crashing on track, but his speed's going to crash hard. And some of the guys about like, I want to say 5 or 6 back, going to start catching up to the front. Top 5 here pretty soon. I want to say like what, in the next 10, 13, maybe in 15 laps.
Ooh.
4 almost came right across the 20. That was close.
Opplinger almost had the 4 down into the inside wall as the 4 was switching lanes to go to the bottom. Gets to what Dave Regal has called that diamond formation, which usually leads to chaos and dynamite explosions here.
Huh. Honestly, for it being Iowa, that'd probably be the most interesting to happen in that place in over 100 years. Got the number 9 and 17 trying to fight each other, gain spots. 4 is really not gonna allow him. 17 gets loose and he's able to keep it straight. 4 gets shot up high. 95 gonna get in. 3 wide here. Iowa, what is going on tonight, Mike? I did not expect 3 wide at this track, and for him to be still facing the same way.
No, they were almost 4 wide there.
I don't know if they would have gotten away with that. They barely got away with 3 wide. 4 wide may not have worked.
No, and the guy who was lucky enough to get through all of that before it all went to set off
Widener
was Justin Michael. Charlie Widener barely made it through there as well. Oh, the 4 is going to get pinched bad here in a minute.
Somebody needs to back off.
Yeah, there's no way that can be sustained.
4 is backing off. And that's the I don't even know how to say his last name.
Rugali?
Yeah.
Well, he has some
Brugali,
speed,
maybe?
but yeah, Brugali, I think.
Yeah.
If he gets a podium, we'll ask him.
81 coming into play. I don't know where he came from. Schulte.
Andrew Schulte starting to come to life here. Hasn't fallen off near as much of the drivers in front of him. He just ran a 24.48. The leader ran a 24.53, so he still has some speed on those tires.
keeping an eye out on the front. Doesn't seem like much has changed.
No, up front, it's still the same. They're dealing with some lap traffic. There is, he got by Wayne Fleet. Looks like Dustin Burns, James Campbell, and Keith Hovda all a lap down as well, as he's coming up on the back of Daryl Scott now.
Is it me, or did the gap get a lot closer between Lehman and Davis? Davis.
I'm sure it did. Even trying to work his way through lap traffic is probably not running the preferred line.
Yeah, when I last checked, it was like 7 seconds. Now it's down to less than 2 seconds. About to be 2 seconds again. Unless lap traffic was playing nice with him.
Like he's definitely having a little bit of a hard time there. Spencer Hanneman now going to be the next one up.
It's like 6 seconds that Butch Davis was able to make up on him. Almost.
It was almost his whole straightaway, I do believe. Ooh. Almost got up into the 77.
It's not what you want to be doing. It's not what you want to be doing with lap traffic.
Michelle Kirk in the chat cheering for Will as usual as well. Bob Beltrami making a pass here on Christian Bishop. JTW going to be next in line for Beltrami here as he goes down to the inside.
Will he get it done though? We shall see. Not this time around.
They seem to be running pretty steady lap times here. These two are battling though, Chad Simpson and Rob Haynes. Rob Haynes was
JTW bounces off the wall again.
Every time.
And that's going to cause Bob Beltrami to kind of get a run. They're about to go 3 wide. JTW's sliding up.
Yeah,
Saw him fight the wheel.
It looks like he was sliding up the track. Rob Haynes bounced off the wall. He's trying to get that 199 back under control.
He might. Somebody's about to bounce off the wall again in a second if they don't relax here in the mid pack, upper mid pack. 04 gonna cause some chaos, I believe.
JTW down to the inside, gonna use the 04 as a pick almost. Maybe force it 3 wide. And 3 wide.
They are just for a second.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
It wasn't as crazy as the the one with wider and the others we had earlier.
Pick up here, see what's going on. Butch Davis going to the inside of Daryl Scott, almost together as they were coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, the front guys were all a little bit crazy, running these crazy lap times. The gap is big between the third place of Swearingen and Chris Samard. Compared.
Yeah. Okay. Samard going to be have Chad Simpson coming with him. Like Rob Haynes bounced off the wall again as he's going backwards.
You might want to keep an eye on this pack right here, Mike.
Oh. Justin Michael.
They might go 3 wide again in a few seconds.
Justin Michael turned down, went right in front of the 20 of Matthew Opplinger, able to get that run on the bottom and start to try and drive away here.
Justin Michael, I completely forgot that he was making his hard charge up the field. They might go make it 3 wide one more time. Probably not as crazy as earlier, but they're still 3 wide right here.
Still 3 wide.
Bishop, Michael, and JTW. Michael not letting up. He's trying to hard charge to see how far up he can get before green flag pit stops.
Side by side, back and forth they go. 2 by 2 here inside the top 10. Ooh, Justin Michael
JCW.
almost got hit there with JTW bouncing off the wall, it looked like. Almost 3 wide behind him now, too.
I got a delayed race monitor to see a few seconds back, and that's exactly what happened. Whoa, the 13 truck. That's Campbell.
James Campbell almost got caught at the wrong place at the wrong time. That has got to be...
James Campbell struggling on the outside.
Yeah, that's got to be a little disheartening. If you're coming up there, you don't really have control. Oh, the 13 of James Campbell just pancaked frickin' Brian Barnes.
Yikes. Look at this group right here. Three wide? Yes, no, maybe?
Not quite.
Almost. $21 and $199 side by side there.
Don Widener, all kind of battling here. Looks like Andrew Schultz is going to the inside of Wayne Fleet.
Whoa. Look close, not too close though.
Well, not terrible. We'll see if anybody's going to try and stretch this out, make it a one-stop race. I heard a couple drivers saying they were coming down pit lane, but it sounded like it's the drivers towards the back of the field, so we'll see what's going to...
Well, they're trying everything they can with tires.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 100%.
It's a tire thing. It is not a fuel thing right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean... What's funny is the leader just ran a 24.74, and mid-pack 15th. William Kirk just ran a 25.09. Wow. Rob Haynes a 25.30. So there's quite a difference, 0.3 of a second there. I would have thought it would have pretty much been the other way, but it looks like James Lehman's been able to work his way around lap traffic and through it pretty easily from the looks of it here as we complete lap 60 this next time by.
It's kind of crazy how fast this race is going. It's not even been 30 minutes yet.
No, that's the nice thing about these tracks and these drivers. Once they get it figured out, and they can go by way fast.
Lehman got a little loose there again on corner exit. Exiting the corners here is like not been fun for any driver, it seems.
No, and right now it looks like Lehman probably has a clear track in front of him, so he can kind of
for now.
Yeah, he can kind of take his time on corner exit, where some of these guys are battling pretty hard here.
Yeah, he had those groups that kept going 3 wide. Thinking about 4 wide.
Inside, outside, every other way. Let's look at Bob Beltramio in front of Bob Beltramio.
Might as well just put wings
side.
on the cars. Have them start flying over each other at this point. It's like Speed Racer, where you push a button and the car jumps. Might as well introduce that in the truck series here in the future.
07 down on the bottom.
And that's quick truck, ain't very quick.
No, it definitely is not.
Samar and however you say his name. I'm gonna mess this up. Opplinger?
Opplinger.
Opplinger.
Like Justin Michaels pretty much driving by himself. Chad Simpson up on the high line.
Justin Michael made up 25 spots so far.
It just
So
needs
if
to
these
make
guys
it
were to squeeze it to one stop, what lap would they come in?
one stop
Give or
race,
take, estimated.
I would say you probably want to come in on the other side of 70. So I would say 72, 73, just to be sure.
Hmm.
We did have a couple caution laps here. Looks like they should be able to make it on a one-stop go here, but we'll see what happens here. James Lieben has over a 2.5 second lead now on Butch Davis, but Butch Davis, Lyle Swearingen swapping positions.
That code red in that classic 43 STP truck. Butch Davis.
Chris Sumard coming down pit lane. Justin T. Wilkinson down as well.
Those guys, I'm not surprised because the way they were pushing those trucks, those tires were definitely gone.
I think Butch Davis is having a little bit of a rough go here. Daryl Scott getting back by that 43 machine as Davis gets loose again.
I think Davis may have pushed too hard. Because it seems like his tires are gone.
Yeah, I think if you were going to try and two-stop the race, you probably would have had to do it earlier in the race. That way you could have at least had some of the good for the tires. But even the difference between the leader's best time and his time this last lap, it's only, a little over a second. So
I want to try something. I'm going to see what this experimental overlay stuff that I have, if it'll work on here. Because if it does, I can see everybody's details about their cars. Don't know if it is, but I'm gonna find out for us.
Engine coming in. Opplinger. Justin Michaels staying out. They go to the point. Andrew Schulte also out. Charlie Widener staying out as well. Justin Michael will head on in. Charlie Widener, though, staying out. Also looks like the one stayed out. Coming down pit lane. I think he's coming down pit lane, but it looks like... Ooh. Bob Beltrami.
Oh, here we go. I can see it. All right. I can't see too much info. Wow, this is a lot more info than we've usually had. I got a track map and everything. Caution's out. This is cool. This is actually really cool.
James Campbell went around. Well, let's go back and take a look here. See what happened to Bob Beltrami. We got the 4 fresh tires. And loose he was. Oh, keeping it off of Lyle Swearingen with a slick steering wheel move there. And then let's see what happened to bring out the caution. Looks like it was James Campbell, that 13 machine.
If this works how it's supposed to, I might be able to tell you some of these guys' tire info.
James Campbell just drove right up in front of Bob Beltrami.
So I have it to where I can see who crashed, where I got, who's in what position, who we're watching. I've really got set up now.
Oh, you do now.
Yeah, I've got a lot more data accessible than I think I've ever had before. I never thought about using this overlay to commentate before. I might be able to push a little bit more data, Mike.
Okay.
These guys are sitting in 4th gear, and that's to save fuel. That way they can use less throttle.
Pace lights are still on the pace car, so at least another lap here.
Yeah, we're in lap 78 of 140.
Go ahead and just see what they can do. Turn this dial up just a little bit more, you know. Oh, lights should go out. Yeah.
Lights are out now.
There we go. James Lehman, Lyle Swearingen, Butch Davis, Chad Simpson, Justin T. Wilkinson, and Charlie Widener make up the first 3 rows here. What just... So here we go once again in the Western States Racing League. We'll see if they can extend the caution 1 lap.
Yeah.
Because it looks like there was a glitch with the pace car once again. It happened once before, and they weren't able to extend the caution in time, so we'll see if they're going to be able to do it this time. Last time it was it was weird because all of a sudden, as they were just single file, full throttle around the track, the green flag waved when they were on the backstretch. So it looks like we got that settled here. Everybody should make their way around the track and get behind the pace car once again.
Apologies.
Pace truck is in. We're back to green flag racing. Not sure exactly what happened, but that was single file. Lyle Swearingen, Butch Davis, Chad Simpson, all going through there. Like Julian Ricci's a lap truck mixed in the field here.
You guys are flying.
Bounced off the wall a little bit. Oppinger, Widener, and Bishop still can't get away from each other.
Well, Mike, the overlay was nice while it lasted, but it broke.
Too much data, too much data.
Probably. Computer can't handle it. Either way, I do have eyes, and I can tell you right now, Widener's trying to make a move on 26. Justin Michaels trying to get by to 95. Thought he was going to scrape the outside there. He's making a move on Widener now. Nice clean pass, nothing crazy, no drama, no bumping.
I almost think Justin Michael's going to have the most clean passes of the night. He keeps this up.
There's JTW on the 94 or 97. Why did I say 94?
Gets up there right to that left rear quarter. Pulls on down the track. Is there going to be 3 wide? Probably. But whoa, Julian Ricci.
Whoa, Ricci.
97. Getting a little squirrely there. 3 wide on the top, and I don't know if that's where he wanted to be as he bounced off the outside wall. Opplinger and
3 wide.
Justin Michael go 3 wide.
Whoa, this is going to be really tight for Justin Michael. Ricci's literally right on the wall, trying to stay off the wall, and also trying not to slam into Justin Michael.
Yeah,
that was close, but clean.
Yeah, Justin Michael fades up to the outside wall. Gets a run now as he's going to try and get by the 20 here. He is closing in pretty quickly on the 26 as well. So Christian Bishop there. Christian Bishop inside of JTW, going to make that pass, and we're under caution once again here. Looks like Chris Samard brought out the caution that time. See what happened to Chris. He got loose trying to hold it.
I do have some interesting info for you, Mike, that I can provide. I don't know if you... Oh, smart. I don't know if you knew this or even care, but the pit speed limit for this track tonight is 39.8 miles per hour.
39.8?
Yeah, that's like all the info I can give you, because it's not going to let me see these guys' pit strategies, unfortunately.
Kyle McCartney in the YouTube chat, cheering for Brian Barnes and Rob Gall. The father-in-law is watching too. Let's go FBR. Good, and Richie gets the wave around.
Enough playing with overlays. I will migrate back to the YouTube chat. It's fun while it lasted, I guess.
Yeah, Rob Haynes in the pits. Justin T. Wilkinson in as well. William Kirk, Ryan Steele all came down pit lane. I don't necessarily know that that's a bad thing, coming down pit lane. If you have an extra set of tires, might as well throw them on and hope it goes green.
Yeah.
Oh, Kyle, yeah. Yeah, the most expensive truck on the circuit is not here tonight.
The late payment is crazy. Kyle McCartney is who's missing, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I've been thinking this whole race, like, who's missing?
Yep. The Snap-on truck.
I missed that truck.
Yeah, all my techs have to go visit it once a week.
Oh boy.
So, Lehman, Swearingen, Davis, Simpson, Bishop, Justin Michael, up 24 spots.
Man, fans in the comments are going crazy right now, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wonder who that is. We are missing somebody that usually shows up when you're on the chat, though. Or on the mic.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully this restart's a little bit smoother than the last one. Just inside 50 laps to go here at Iowa Speedway.
You know, I haven't really been a big fan of Iowa, but I will say for sim racing, especially for this, it has been pretty fun, I gotta admit.
Yeah, I did not expect us to be going 3 wide. At least not.
Especially that many times. Like, good grief.
Yeah, they were 3 wide all over the track there. Lights are out on the pace car. We are stacked back up, ready to go racing once again from Iowa Speedway here in the Western States Racing League. Like Lehman's going to have the button one more time as they get ready to make their way down into turn 3 and 4 here. Thanks, Kyle. Always appreciate it. You guys make it fun to commentate anyway, so love putting them on. Pace truck is in. James Lehman with the button. Hits that Geico restart zone, and he is down and away. Wasted a little time to get going, and he is out to at least a truck and a half. Slides up in front of Swearingen, and we are through turns 1 and 2.
We need a James Lehman versus Justin Michael finish. That is what this race needs.
Don't look now. Justin Michael forcing it 3 wide in the middle.
Wide. I hope I did not curse him and they just crashed right here. So we all know the big crash is coming about like lap 113. Of course. It can't happen now. But 113, oh, telling you, Mike, it's coming.
Justin Michael able to slide up behind Chad Simpson there. Butch Davis gives him a little bump, almost goes sideways. Christian Bishop almost caught in it as well as he's able to check up, get behind Justin Michael, and here we go once again. Butch Davis, Justin Michael, Chad Simpson all together here. Justin Michael looking for a way by, trying to get by that Dr. Dabber 42 machine here. He will do that, pull down to the inside as he gets by Butch Davis. Side by side. Ooh.
There's Davis right there behind Justin Michael. Justin Michael almost squeezing him completely off. That was very close. That could have gotten ugly really fast.
Yeah, good
Hey,
thing.
I don't know if you noticed, but Justin Michaels has some damage on his very right rear.
Oh, yeah, looks like he got a little touch there. Butch Davis had to check up. Otherwise, he was going to run over Justin Michael and send this race back under caution. Looks like that might have caused some damage there to that 87 machine as he is struggling here.
26 gonna make a move. 26 of Christian Bishop. Bishop and Michael side by side. Oh, Michael kind of got a little loose, just barely loose. Call that a micro twitch. Looks like Justin gonna try to make a move down the inside. Justin Michael gets loose. Butch Davis has the opportunity that he's lost that momentum to go to the inside. Butch Davis side by side with Justin Michael right now. Butch gonna try to get by him, get by a 26.
Christian Bishop's all over the track. Justin Michael all over his rear bumper. Butch Davis trying to stay down on the inside, gonna try and get by. Christian Bishop's gonna.
Oh, there goes Michael in the wall.
Ooh. That was a good thing, I think, that for Christian Bishop that Justin Michael got in the wall. Otherwise, he was going to be the meat in that sandwich and probably wind up going the wrong way. But he winds up coming out on top as they head down the backstretch one more time here. And it looks like Butch Davis and Justin Michael might have lost a little bit of momentum, and they are 3 wide behind them, too. You got Widener, Schulte, and Rob Haynes there all trying to battle it out. The 20 of Matthew Opplinger also there.
Butch Davis and Michael just stuck side by side right now, just trying to get by the 26. Neither one of them can make it work.
They're stuck side by side as Rob Haynes goes down to the inside, gets by Opplinger. Now he is back there. Charlie Widener hard into that outside wall. Rob Haynes goes into the outside wall as well. Looks like they hit a couple little bumps there and almost shoots him up the track on corner exit.
20 got kind of a little micro shove by what I believe to be Andrew Schulte.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Whoa, Schulte got super loose.
Also loose down on the bottom. Almost 4 wide.
What
Rob
is happening?
Haynes.
Is it about to be 4 wide?
Rob Haynes, Andrew Schulte, Butch Davis. Rob Haynes eases his way down to the inside, and he's going to make the pass on Justin Michael. Justin Michael losing positions here as Haynes goes down to the inside. He was our pole setter. He is one of the faster guys on track, side by side now with the 26 of Christian Bishop. Andrew Schulte, Justin Michael also side by side for 6th and 7th here.
Oh, they're so close to each other too.
And don't look now, but here comes that 12 machine of Ryan Steele.
Ryan Steele slicing through the field just like a blade of steel would.
And there goes Justin Michael from the high side to the bottom side. Butch Davis going to force it. Thought he was going to try and force it 3 wide. He got down on the bottom. He is going to stay behind Ryan Steele. Andrew Schulte turns it up to 11 as he goes by Christian Bishop.
Rob Haynes. Only Canadian in the top 10. Chad Simpson in that 42 truck. These two are about to go at it in a second. Haynes is going to try to get by Simpson, I believe. I think, if anything, he's going to try to shoot to the inside like he is right now. Rob Haynes goes to the inside. The Chad Simpson. Still side by side as they cross over the line, going into turns 1 and 2. Chad Simpson just losing that place to Rob Haynes in the 199.
Yeah, Rob Haynes.
The beer store truck.
Yeah, Rob Haynes started on the pole, hit the wall a couple times, went clear to the back of the field, and now he is on his way with a nice recovery drive inside the top 3, sitting on a podium position right now. Andrew Schulte goes to the inside of Chad Simpson, going to test him on the inside, and he will close it out here.
Yeah, Andrew Schulte just getting by Chad Simpson. Going to follow, I believe he's going to follow the same line that Rob Haynes is going to do. And once he catches him, these two are going to battle. We'll see what the outcome is going to be. Ryan Steele coming out of nowhere. I knew he was on a run, but I didn't know he was that fast at the moment.
He seems to be able to put that.
He's not pushing the truck too hard, though.
It
don't
doesn't
want him to lose tires now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he is. He's almost able to put that truck wherever he wants and just kind of rolls through the throttle as he goes to the inside here of Chad Simpson, going to get by. And next on the list for him is going to be Andrew Schulte. See if they can battle it out here. But with all that going on, James Lehman is out to over a second lead right now.
Yeah, but Swaingen is not letting him get away.
No, not like he was before.
Swaingen learned from his mistakes. In fact, he might be closing in a little bit. It might be balanced out. I think he's doing better on the back stretch than he is on the front stretch. And it's just perfectly balanced to keep him stuck at just under a 2-second gap.
And as you were saying, Andrew Schulte has caught Rob Haynes, and he's going to go down to the inside, make the pass for third. He is looking for more. He wants that podium. He is hungry for it, and he is set to take on Lyle Swearingen now.
Yeah, here's the 81. Andrew Schulte got by Rob Haynes in that 199. Schulte is going to be looking to take Swaingen, and honestly, in the next turn, maybe, with how much speed and momentum he seems to be having. Going to look to the inside. Probably not going to do it here. I don't know. Swaingen kind of slow.
I think he got a little loose there, too, so Schulte should be able to close in here.
It's Schulte sliding in right behind Lyle Swaringen in the 68 truck. The Mountain Dew Code Red.
It looked like Swearingen got a little loose, and that's going to allow Schulte to get right to his rear bumper. And behind them, you have Ryan Steele all over the rear bumper of Rob Haynes. Side by side they go.
Yeah, there goes Schulte. Schulte making the move. They're side by side right now.
Yeah, Schulte drives it in deep, and it's going to stick there. Ryan Steele doing the same thing with Rob Haynes, but they're still side by side as they go by the start-finish line here. Haynes on the high side, Steele on the bottom. Still should be able to make the pass here on corner exit, but I don't know because Lyle Swearingen slid down and kind of looked like he almost took that momentum off.
Yeah, still getting by Rob Haynes. Gonna make that happen. Oh, Haynes might be trying to come back out a little loose there on the outside.
Haynes might have overdriven his truck just a little bit here. I'm going to go back here and take a look, see what's going on with Butch Davis and Justin Michael. These two can't seem to get away from each other.
Got Christian Bishop and Matthew Uplinger. Uplinger trying to bang on the side was a 26. It's just gonna get by him.
Ryan Steele working the high side of Lyle Swearingen. Swearingen slid down to the bottom, trying to protect
That's
the
different.
bottom. And Steele goes to the high side.
Yeah, Mike, you're right. He can just put that truck wherever he wants to and make it work. They still have less than 2-second gap to Lehman.
He's
now
got,
down to less than a second now.
So he's
Well,
got,
I don't know. It's fluctuating. Traffic.
getting close. James Campbell on the high side.
It does not look okay. That truck does not look okay.
No.
Yeah, lap traffic really playing a part in this catching the leader game.
Andrew Schulte is going to pull down to the inside, and he has got
a
run. He's got a fast 81 machine there.
Yeah, he's got to be careful though. You see how he literally just slowed up the track. It's going to eat up a lot of tires if he keeps doing that. He needs to like not do that and just keep his pace and keep gently rolling the throttle on these corner exits. If he can just do that, he'll catch James Lehman in absolutely no time. And these two are probably going to fight it out for like maybe half a lap. And then he's going to smooth on by. Well, if he keeps throwing the truck into these corners like he has been, it's not going to be pretty. Sorry, I went full NASCAR commentator there.
You are not wrong, because James Lehman seems to be just running that truck almost as he sees fit. He has had the dominant machine all night. Andrew Schulte closing in, though. And that gap is now within a half second. He's been able to work his way through the field. But Ryan Steele is also closing in, as the gap between himself and Andrew Schulte is under a second now as well.
You see, the issue is that both of these drivers keep throwing the trucks into these corners. They need to stop throwing the trucks in. If they want to catch Lehman and have a chance, they need to just roll the trucks into the corner. That's what Lehman's doing. Lehman's rolling his truck into the corner. That's going to give him the longevity to get to the end of the race. If Schulte keeps throwing the truck, he's not going to have the truck to pass Lehman when time comes to fight. It seems like Lehman's getting put under a lot of pressure by Andrew Schulte right now. Because Schulte is like literally right on his back bumper. It seems that Lehman's looking back more than he is looking ahead. So he's making very slight micro mistakes that is hurting his momentum. Just barely. It's hard to see. If you look into the science behind racing, you'd be able to tell that Lehman's under a lot of pressure right now. And Schulte is just trying to drive the wheels off of that truck to try and catch and pass him. She's already caught him. It's just a matter of getting that truck in the right position to pass him.
Yeah, he's basically biding his time, it looks like, because I believe that Schulte is faster than what he's showing on track. As we're working lap 130 here, 10 to go.
Schulte just needs to have just a little bit of patience, but he also needs to have that sense of hurry. If he waits too long, it'll be too late, and he might not be able to make a move. No matter how much pressure he has on Lehman. These two are bumping and banging. Rob Haynes and Matthew Opeliger.
Haynes got a little loose there. Looks like he probably overdrove the car, because he was up inside the top three for quite a little while there. See who else. Looks like Butch Davis is fading back a little bit here, so
You see,
Widener going by.
the issue that requires a lot of practice, Mike, is that you have to practice on these tracks a lot to get the truck set up to how you want to drive it. If you want to throw the truck into the corners, you gotta like spend hours getting the setup absolutely perfect and loose enough to where you can throw it without eating away the tires. Well, if you're like Lehman and you want to like just ease the truck in, as we see Schulte and Lehman almost Schultz almost getting by Lehman. Like I was saying, you want to like ease the truck into the corners like Lehman's been doing this whole race. You gotta spend buku's amount of hours on this track alone, dialing in that setup, have speed and consistency with your driving style. Schulte goes to the inside of James Lehman. Not going to be able to get that move done on the front stretch.
No, it looks like he's trying to set him up, figure out where he wants to make that move as the 04 goes to the outside, stays out of the way. Schulte down to the bottom.
Very low by Schulte. Lap truck might play a role here, maybe. Schulte needs to position that truck just right. He needs that momentum coming out of this next corner right here.
The handshake lap is out, so 5 to go here.
Oh, Schulte got scared by
loose.
the 77. Yes, that 77 kind of spooked him a little bit.
Here he comes, closing in.
Lehman scraping the outside wall just barely. Probably not enough to kill his momentum, but definitely it's going to give Schulte the mental advantage that he needs.
Ryan Steele slides up in front of Spencer Hanneman as he takes third here. 3 laps to go as they come through the start-finish line. Andrew Schulte all over the back bumper.
Schulte needs to, like, throw the truck away, basically, if he wants to win it now. Whatever he has left, he needs to use it.
I would say he made it to the high side. He is going to work on James Lehman. If he's going to try and do a crossover, stay up there in the wall. He stays up by the wall. Andrew Schulte going to fight and battle as we have 2 laps to go here in the Western States Racing League. Round 8 at Iowa. Side by side still. Andrew Schulte slowly starting to pull away. Lehman back down to the inside.
The wall.
Still side by side. White flag is out. White flag is out. Ryan Steele closing in as well. This is going to be a finish for the ages here if they get close as they have been.
If these two happen to crash each other on the last corner, Ryan Steele could just slide right by him. May not happen. We're about to find out in like 2 seconds. Schulte covering the bottom. Lehman going high. Lehman sliding up on the outside wall. Schulte's going to cross the finish line first. Ryan Steele right behind both of these two in third. Mike, what a finish. These last like 20 laps, honestly, my heart was racing.
Andrew Schulte finally gets to park that 81 machine in victory lane after winning a few races last season. First win.
He earned this one.
Yeah, first win of the season. He drifts around SVG style.
That's a beautiful drift. That is a beautiful drift. You could not have asked for a better celebratory drift at any racetrack. Mike, do you realize what he just did? 15 positions gained. Did the impossible, catching a dominant truck. You know how rare that is, especially in sim racing? When someone has a dominant lead like that and they get chased down by somebody way in the mid rear of the field. He earned this. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not see Schulte winning this race when we came in at the start.
Yeah, he deserved it. I do know that. He has been
he fought for this win. I don't think I've seen a driver on iRacing fight for a win this hard before.
No.
This one's definitely going in this racing league's history books. This one's going to be a race they talk about for a really, really, really long time.
Let's let these guys make their way to the booth here.
Crazy celebratory actions on track by everybody.
Oh, they always have their post-race demo derby.
Demo derby. Reminds me of my old league where we used to have our demo derbies like crazy.
All right, let's see if we can get Ryan Steele up here in the booth.
you want to take him?
I got him. Hey, Ryan, Mike up in the booth, man. How's it going?
We're going pretty good. Salvaged a good race out of what was going to be a pretty bad one.
Well, I didn't know if that was kind of strategy, if you were just trying to maybe kind of play the fuel strategy game at the beginning, because you wound up back in the field quite a ways. Looked like you had to make an early pit stop there. But you were able to work back through it. Looked like you had something there at the end, just not quite enough time to get there, but heck of a recovery drive.
Yeah, it wasn't really a strategy. It was more of a result of circumstances, because in that first restart, there was a checkup, and I got dumped by the guy behind me, and so I was all the way to last. And so I just stayed out as long as I could, and I actually got hit so hard that I had 30 seconds of damage. So when I pit that last time, it was simply just to get the repairs done. I didn't actually care about getting new tires and fuel, but I was like, well, if I'm going to pit anyway, I might as well. And then since that was the last caution, it actually worked out in my favor.
Yeah, definitely seemed to be a good call there. How was it racing here at Iowa after last week?
Well, the track was kind of strange today. If I want, you could run the top and get yourself crazy loose and spin out, or you could run the middle and be kind of tight. I couldn't for the first run, I mostly just tried to save tires, and I was disappointed because even though I was trying to save tires, I was still losing time to the leaders. And then the last run, I was going like a bat out of hell and still couldn't quite go fast enough. So I guess I was wishing I could get a little bit more, I suppose.
Definitely, man. Well, congrats on your P3 finish. Anybody want to thank before we get you out of here tonight?
Well, as always, I have to thank the Dog Bear team for helping out with the preparation for the race, and I got to thank you guys for covering the series. Happy birthday to a couple of my friends that are watching the race right now.
Definitely, man. Well, congrats once again, and we'll talk to you later in the season, maybe.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right.
Second place.
I'll
James Lehman.
Yep, I'll let you talk to James.
Let's see.
There you go.
Hey, James, it is Sam up in the booth. You got me?
Oh, I do, sir. I do.
Well, let's talk about this race. So, it had a pretty dominant performance overall. And then you just tell me what happened, like, in the last bit. Like, did you run your tires out, or like, what happened?
Well, in all reality, Andrew had newer tires. Almost 20 laps newer tires. Honestly, I didn't even know that until the race ended. I had no idea.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think he pitted, but he kept that a secret. Nobody in the team knew that he pitted. And then I was like, oh shit, I didn't know he pitted. And then, but yeah, there in the end, like, I knew he was coming, like, because Andrew's known for saving tires and being fast when it counts. And I was just like, I can't let him have the outside at all. And then I think what was it, 2 to go? Going into turns 1 and 2, I just got on the brake a little bit too hard, and he was able to get to my outside, and that's how he got it, you know, because once you get to the outside, you can just pinch somebody like crazy.
Yeah.
And and
go ahead.
Yeah, and I was gonna throw it in there in the last turn, but he did the same route, so I was like, yeah, I can't do that. So I was gonna do a slide job and hope it sticks.
Yeah, we were watching Schulta. Honestly, we were watching somebody else and Ryan Steele, because we thought they were gonna be able to get all the way up there.
Yeah, like go ahead.
Next thing you know, we just saw Andrew Schulta flying by like 3 cars in one corner, and we're like, what is going on here? Like, where did this speed come from? Where did Schulta come from?
Yeah, like, I knew that Justin and Ryan, they were coming, and then like I knew they pitted, but I did not realize that Andrew pitted, and that was my mistake. That was my mistake.
A little off topic here before we let you go, but it says you're from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. As a fellow South Carolinian, I need to know, what is your thoughts on the loss of Myrtle Beach Speedway?
It sucks. You know,
Yeah.
that, in my opinion, that town somewhat grew around that track. And then whenever that, you know, when I was growing up, that housing development was built behind it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it, you know, and both me and my dad, you know, even though I was a kid, we both said like that's going to be the death of the track, that compound. And, you know, sure
Yeah.
enough, it was. And it sucks,
Something
you know.
similar is happening up where I live in the upstate of the state, Greenville,
Mhm.
Pickens. That's
Oh, yeah.
so same thing, exact same
Yeah.
thing is happening. A
It's,
little frustrating.
it sucks, you know, because Myrtle Beach Speedway it was a tough track. You know, they never repaved it, same old asphalt. You you had to save tires there to be good, that's for sure. And
Yeah.
it was a driver's track for sure.
Well, anyways, yeah, congratulations on your second place finish tonight. Anybody want to thank before we let you go?
Just thank Bob for setting up the races and stuff. Thank you guys for broadcasting. Looking forward to going back and watch it. Pretty sure those last 10 laps are pretty interesting. And yeah, just thanks Bandit and thank you to everybody else for racing us all clean tonight. So
That was James there in second, but now the man who's had a rough start to the season, but was able to park that 81 machine in victory lane. Andrew, man, how's it going?
Can't complain about tonight.
Definitely not. You look like you drove with a vengeance there those last handful of laps. How were you able to slice and dice your way through the field tonight?
I think we just got lucky with pit strategy there at the end. We had that caution come out after having like 15 or so laps on the tires. I think we had top 10 pace, but I don't know if we had like top 5 pace. So I figured I'd just go off strategy and come down for tires. I was only going to lose about 6 spots doing it. So figured I'd put myself in an advantage there if we stayed green, and just got lucky that we had the tires to get around everyone there.
Yeah, definitely looked like it. Well, after the rough start you've had here, how do you transition this into the rest of the season here?
Hopefully, it's just some good momentum going our way. Chatting with Ryan there before he got pulled up, both of us have not had quite the start to the season that we wanted. So good to also see him have a good day as well.
Yeah, definitely looked like you guys were able to bounce back here today. Anybody want to thank before we get you out of here tonight for your victory?
Yeah, shout out to Patented Paints, Scott Patton with the Children's Wisconsin Silverado paint job. Bandit Motorsports teammates. It was fun battling Lehman there for the win, and appreciate him running me clean. Shout out to Bob for giving us a great place to race on Tuesdays and Fridays, and the Sim Racing Media crew. Should be a good watch. Hopefully you guys enjoyed calling the race today, and my wife and kids as always.
Definitely, Matt. Well, congrats once again, and we'll talk to you later.
Appreciate it.
All right, with that, the interviews are over. Let's take a look here at the race results. Andrew Schulte, James Lehman, Ryan Steele, Lyle Swearingen, and Chad Simpson are that top 5. Matthew Opplinger, Rob Haynes, Christian Bishop, Justin T. Wilkinson, and Justin Michael up 20 spots. Biggest mover of the race finishes inside the top 10. Butch Davis, Charlie Widener, Brian Barnes, Dennis Fuson, Julian Ricci, the top 15. Rolling back to 16th is William Kirk, Rob Gall, Bob Beltrami, East Hovda, Daryl Scott round out the top 20. And we've got Scott Kukas, Spencer Henneman, Wayne Hutchinson, James Campbell, and Todd Miles, the top 25. Dustin Burns, Barry Phil, Chris Sumard, Wayne Fleet, the top 30. Aaron Burgali, Heath Smith, Dan Brazington and Michael Melfelt Jr. are the drivers that took part in the race tonight. And that is where we finish here at Iowa. Anything you want to say before we wrap it up here tonight, Sam?
You know, glad to be back to be able to commentate this league again. I did miss all the interesting characters that provide a crazy show for us on track. So yeah, it's good to be back.
Definitely good to have you back, and look forward to following more races with you. These guys are off next week for the holiday break, but they will be right back at it again. They're going to be at California or Auto Club on September 10th for 80 laps out there. So that is where we're going to pick you up one more time. But
can't wait.
Yeah. But from all the drivers of the Western States Racing League and all of us here at Sim Racing Media, I want to wish you guys a good night, and we will see you next time.